Hi, and welcome to our quarterly Q&A with trainingauthors.com. I'm Shelly Hitz, and I'm joined today with my business partner, Heather Hart.
Hi.
We're glad that you have joined us, and I'm going to go ahead and get started.
Next question is from Barry. He said, thanks for offering such a worthwhile activity. I have been invited to attend my first book signing event as an author. Congratulations, Barry.
The event that's awesome.
He says the event is part of an alumni reunion gathering, and it will be held for roughly 3 hours during brunch time. The event typically attracts a few hundred alumni, and ideally, what should I bring to a book signing? I think the first thing I would recommend is checking with the host, the person who invited you, to see if they have any restrictions that you need to know about. You want to know how large of an area that you are going to be in, if you've got size restrictions or if there's anything you aren't allowed to bring in. After that, the things I would recommend bringing, as long as they are allowed, is you want to make sure you bring your own pens and markers for signing books. Make sure you bring a lot of them, because people are known to walk off with your pens or your markers, or if they run out of ink, you want to make sure that you're prepared to actually sign the books. And you also want to make sure when you're picking out your pens and markers that they won't smear. So gel pens aren't a good option. You just want to make sure that you've got a good pen that dries quickly and won't bleed through lots of pages. Take all those things into consideration. And then you're also going to
one thing I've heard, I'm sorry, Heather, but one thing I've heard is that a Sharpie marker is great to use because it also won't fade over time. So that's something to consider.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of authors use those. So, and the next thing you're going to want to bring is books, in case somebody needs to buy a book for you to sign. And then I always recommend bringing something special to give away, whether it's a bowl of candy that people can take, some bookmarks that you can hand out, just something to leave with your readers and the people that you talk to, so they remember you, or they're like, hey, yeah, I got candy from them, or just make it memorable for them. And then if you've got the room, you should also bring display items to help attract people over to where you're at. It could be a poster of your book cover, just an accent piece to set on the table, just something decorative, but that can also be used as marketing. Darlene Shortridge wrote a post about setting up author booths at live events, and that might be helpful for you. It's on our blog at trainingauthors.com/authors-booth-at-live-events. And I'll post that in the comments there too. And then the last thing I recommend bringing is a good attitude. Book signings are about more than selling and signing books. They're actually mostly about making connections with the people that you meet. So the more upbeat you are, the more happy you are to meet your readers, that's what will really make the event go well for you.
Yeah, those are great tips, Heather. And we'll have all the links embedded also in our post where we post this replay for you guys. Another great tip is on our site. At the top right-hand corner is a search bar. You can always just type something in that search bar, like if you want to type live events, a couple posts will come up there that I think might be helpful for you. So thank you so much for submitting that question. I know book signings, that's a big topic, and I think Darlene is actually going to come out with an entire book on that topic. So once she does, we'll share that resource as well. Well, we are excited that we're doing this quarterly, and we're doing this for you. Because you guys have followed us, you're on our newsletter, you follow our blog, and we appreciate you. We really do. And the goal that Heather and I have for this site is to help authors. And so be looking for our next quarterly Q&A. We don't have a date set yet, but it will be sometime in the next quarter. And any questions that you have, this is your time to ask them, and we will answer them for you. And we're excited, to be able to offer this for you guys and as a service to you for everything. Just a thanks to you for everything. So. All right, well, this is Shelly Hitz and Heather Hart from trainingauthors.com. Thank you for joining us in our second quarterly Q&A, and be watching for our next one coming up next quarter.